Imagine for a moment, it's early morning and you're at the airport. The plane slowly taxis to the runway, a long, long runway. The roar of the engines builds and you, pressed against your seat, accelerate, and it feels like an eternity. The same goes for landing, a long descent, touchdown, and then another long, nerve-wracking run down the runway. This is our reality. But what if all that wasn't the case? What if physics itself worked for us? Imagine airports where the laws of gravity could be tuned, where runways were not just asphalt, but gateways to a new era of aviation thanks to gravitational manipulation. Today, we'll dive into a world where your next trip could be as fast as throwing a stone into the sky and as soft as a feather. First, let's talk about the science, or at least the part of it that allows us to dream about this. Currently, we understand gravity as the curvature of space-time, according to Einstein's theory of relativity. It's not just a force, but a property of the very fabric of reality. But what if we could manipulate that fabric? Theoretically, this could be achieved with hypothetical particles called gravitons, or powerful space-time warping fields created by exotic matter or immense concentrations of energy. In our what-if scenario, scientists have discovered a way to locally decrease or increase gravitational pull. Imagine invisible cushions or anchors of gravitational energy located right beneath the runways. This isn't just anti-gravity in the style of cartoon rockets. It's a subtle, controlled change to the very force that holds us to Earth. And that's what opens up incredible possibilities for aviation. Forget about kilometer-long runways and the anxious wait for the plane to pick up speed. In a world of gravitational manipulation, takeoff becomes like a shot from a slingshot, but without the slingshot. The plane taxis onto a special, glowing gravitational runway. In its initial section, a localized field of reduced gravity is activated. Imagine the plane's weight, which normally amounts to hundreds of tons, instantly drops to 0.5 g or even 0.1 g. It becomes almost weightless, like a feather. Friction resistance on the runway disappears, and the plane gains speed in literally seconds with minimal fuel consumption. And then, at a crucial moment, a powerful upward gravitational pulse or anti-gravity wave gently but decisively lifts the plane skyward. It's not just a liftoff, it's literally a gravitational elevator into the sky. The advantages? There are masses of them. Massive fuel savings. Less time at maximum thrust means less kerosene burned. Reduced noise. Airports will no longer deafen cities because engine roar during takeoff will be minimal. Short runways. Planes will be able to take off almost vertically or from very short runways. Goodbye massive land takeovers. Greater payload. Planes will be able to carry more cargo or passengers as they don't need to overcome the full force of gravity. Fast ascent rate. Reaching cruising altitude in mere minutes, shortening overall flight time. It changes everything. Now, what about landing? If takeoff is a catapult, then landing is a controlled, super-efficient touchdown. When the plane enters the landing zone, it is met by a localized field of increased gravity. Don't think you'll be splattered against your seat. It's not a sudden jolt, but a smooth yet powerful increase in downforce. The plane is literally being pressed down onto the runway, increasing tire grip to unimaginable levels. The result is dramatically shorter landing distances. The plane stops almost instantly without the need for a long roll, without using engine reverse thrust, which reduces noise and wear. And again, this provides huge advantages. Significantly shorter braking distance. Airports need much shorter runways. Enhanced safety. Forget about skidding on wet or icy runways. The gravitational braking system makes landing safe even in the harshest conditions, minimizing human error. Less wear and tear. Landing gear, tires, and brakes experience much less stress, reducing maintenance costs. Increased capacity. Planes clear the runway almost instantly, allowing subsequent flights to land more frequently, increasing airport efficiency. All-weather landing, low visibility, strong crosswinds, all become less critical. The world of aviation has been transformed. Now, let's consider how this technology would change our world beyond the runways. Airport design. Goodbye, giant remote airports. With the ability for vertical or ultra-short takeoffs and landings, airports could appear in city centers, on skyscraper rooftops, or on small offshore platforms. This would make travel much more convenient, reducing travel time to the airport. Global aviation. Travel time. Overall air travel time would be reduced due to rapid ascent and descent. Flights would become incredibly fast. Cost. Significant fuel savings could make air travel much more affordable for everyone. Aircraft design. Aircraft designers would no longer be constrained by the need for long runways. Planes could become lighter, more efficient, optimized only for cruising flight, not for takeoff and landing phases. Cargo and space travel. Gravitational platforms could become ideal launch pads for super heavy cargo or even spacecraft, sharply reducing the cost of orbital insertion. But like any revolutionary technology, gravitational manipulation carries immense challenges and risks. Energy consumption. Creating such powerful gravitational fields would require colossal amounts of energy. New sources are needed, perhaps nuclear fusion. Precision and control. The slightest miscalculation or system malfunction could lead to disaster. A plane could either crash or be catapulted too high. An unprecedented level of precision and redundancy would be required. Biological effects. How would passengers endure 2G acceleration during landing or a sudden reduction in weight? It might just be discomfort, but for people with certain medical conditions, it's a serious risk. New safety standards and training would be needed. Security threat. Technology capable of manipulating gravity has immense destructive potential. Could humanity prevent its militarization or use by terrorists? Ethical questions. Who would control this power? Would it be accessible to everyone or only to select countries or corporations? A world where airports possess gravitational manipulation promises incredible changes in aviation. It's a world of super-fast travel, quiet takeoffs, and safe landings, opening up new horizons for humanity. But this technological dream also carries monumental challenges that will force us to rethink our energy needs, ethical boundaries, and even our responsibility for the planet. Is humanity ready for such power over the fundamental forces of nature? What do you think about these gravitational airports? Is it a ticket to a better future or to unpredictable dangers? Share your thoughts in the comments. Liked the video? Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for new, exciting what-if scenarios every week.